We've all seen the Fold 6 and there have been mixed feelings on its incremental upgrades. It doesn't even seem to be selling well. So it's probably a good time to talk about the Galaxy Z Fold4. It's been 2 years since Samsung released the Galaxy Z Fold4 and I've had mine for that long. As someone who used this one for a while, I think I'm in a good position to tell you how it has held up and maybe provide an answer to the question, is the Galaxy Z Fold4 worth picking up even now? The short answer to this question would have been yes, but something happened as I was working on this video. It's a funny story actually, and I think you want to hear it. So, a few days after the unpacked for the Fold 6, my Fold 4 display got faulty at random, and a day later I could not even use the internal display. Next came a software update that bricked the phone. The hinge was also making a creaking sound. So, I took it to Samsung Care. After inspections, they said it will be fixed for free under warranty. Imagine my excitement. Long story short, they called me about 3 days later to say the head office rejected it because there was a dent on the frame, which they're sure was responsible for the faulty display and yada yada yada. That was just an excuse. They wanted to avoid fixing it under warranty. So I had to pay to get it fixed. Over 600k in Naira, that's like 450 USD. I got a discount after some internal negotiations, but that's a story for another day. Looking back, it wasn't actually a funny story. But the whole point of boring you with that story is that Samsung's foldables are fragile, and using it extremely carefully is no guarantee it will last long. And their warranty service might not always come through. I've seen others complain of similar issues as mine, even with the Fold 5. Now you could say durability is much improved with the Fold 6, but only time will tell. Plus, we're actually talking about the Fold 4. Mine is fixed now and everything is good, so let's get to it. It's fixed. Across 3 generations of Samsung's Fold series, we barely saw any major changes. There were slight improvements, but not enough to make you upgrade from, say, a Fold 3 to even a Fold 5. So yeah, I skipped the 5 and stuck with the 4 for another year. With the release of the Fold 6, some might argue it still doesn't have much over the Fold 4, aside from the refined design and the ever so slight improvement to that external display. We could make an argument for Galaxy AI, but we already have that on the Fold 4, and there's a good chance the new features will still make their way here. So it might not be a bad idea to stick with it for 1 more year. Or if you are looking to pick up one to save costs, you can find a good deal for a used or renewed one for about $600 or maybe less. Now, it launched with Android 12, but is currently running Android 14. It's got Galaxy AI and receives support up to Android 16. So it's still looking like a solid one for even 2 years to come. That is, assuming it doesn't develop a fault like mine. But these are just expectations. You want to know what my experience has been over 2 years. The good, the bad, and anything in between. You already got a summary of the bad, so let's get on with the rest. I got mine since late 2022, used it first alongside my S22 Ultra, and then the S23 Ultra, and currently the S24 Ultra. Bar default with the display, everything has been smooth sailing. Note that the screen protector on the internal display starts coming off after a while, and you might want to take it off completely when that happens, because it will first have gaps near the crease area, and it might accumulate dirt that can damage the display. Samsung Care will not replace it in my experience, but that should not affect the display as long as you don't allow anything poke it. As someone using the Z Fold 6, I can tell you for a fact that except for the hands-on feel and that slightly improved external display, you're not missing much. Don't get me wrong, the Fold 6 is a better phone. The hinge is significantly better, it got dust resistant too, and if the fonts are not a concern, you should definitely pick it up over the 4 since it's new and improved. But functionality wise, you have the same device for the most part. Regarding Galaxy AI, the most used one I'd say is Circle to Search, and that's already on the Fold 4. It's even already on some of the A series. It has most of the important Galaxy AI features at the moment except for Sketch to Image and I believe the improved Smart Select. And there is a high chance that these will also come to the Fold 4 with One UI 6.1.1, an update that might even come before the end of the year. Assuming these features don't come with the update, you only need to decide if those are important enough to make you upgrade. If it's the cameras you're concerned about, the only improvement here is in the image processing because the Fold 6 uses the same camera hardware. But see from these photos if you can tell which is from the Fold 4 or 6. I'll reveal the answers towards the end of the video. If you can't easily tell, you can agree the cameras should be the least of the reasons you want to get the 6 over the 4. The battery life on my Fold 4 still holds up well, and I still get up to 6 hours of screen on time. The software experience is still flawless, and we have 2 more updates to come, that is Android 16 guaranteed. At some point I switched from this to Tecno's Phantom V Fold, mostly because of the better external display, but I later came back to the Fold 4 because of the software superiority, pen support, and how well it interacted with my other Galaxy devices. The Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 is what we have here, and it's still a very capable processor with good optimization, so there is no worries about poor performance. If you are considering holding on to the Fold 4 or picking up one right now, your only concern might be durability, so you might want to get one with warranty. I don't think there's much more to say about the Galaxy Z Fold 4. It's a great phone to pick up now if you can get a good one. Just know the risks that come with using an older generation foldable. If you have one you've used as long as mine, that's about 2 years, and you have much better experience, do let us know in the comments. Peace out.